Welcome to this comprehensive guide on coordinated checkpointing in distributed systems. This video will explore how distributed systems maintain fault tolerance by creating consistent snapshots of their state across multiple computers. We'll cover the fundamental concepts, mechanisms, advantages, and real-world applications of this critical technique. Checkpointing is the process of saving the state of a system at a specific point in time. Think of it like creating a snapshot of your entire application. In distributed systems, checkpointing involves saving the state of all processes, their memory, and communication channels. When a failure occurs, the system can restart from the most recent checkpoint instead of starting from scratch. This dramatically reduces recovery time and data loss. Distributed systems are complex with multiple computers working together. Failures can happen at any time, whether from hardware crashes, network issues, or software bugs. Without checkpointing, a single failure could force the entire system to restart from the beginning, losing hours or days of progress. Checkpointing provides fault tolerance by allowing systems to recover quickly and continue processing from a known good state, ensuring reliability and business continuity. There are three main types of checkpointing. Uncoordinated checkpointing, where each process saves its state independently without synchronization. This is simple, but can create orphan messages and complicate recovery. Coordinated checkpointing, where all processes synchronize before saving their state together. This ensures consistency, but requires coordination overhead. Finally, communication-induced checkpointing, which is a hybrid approach that selectively coordinates based on communication patterns to balance consistency and efficiency. Coordinated checkpointing is a technique where all processes in a distributed system pause and save their state at the same logical time. A coordinator process initiates the checkpoint, instructs all other processes to save their state, and ensures all processes complete before resuming normal operation. This creates a globally consistent snapshot where no messages are lost and no orphan messages exist. It's like hitting a pause button on the entire system, taking a photograph of its complete state, then resuming. Coordinated checkpointing uses a two-phase protocol similar to database transactions. In the first phase, the coordinator sends a checkpoint request to all processes. Each process prepares itself by flushing pending messages, saving its local state to stable storage, and sending an acknowledgement back to the coordinator. In the second phase, the coordinator collects all acknowledgements. If all processes are ready, it sends a commit message, and all processes finalize their checkpoints simultaneously. If any process fails to prepare, the entire checkpoint is aborted. The process begins when the coordinator detects the need for a checkpoint. It broadcasts a checkpoint initiation marker to all processes. Each process receives this marker and records its local state. Any messages received before the marker are considered part of the checkpoint. The process saves its state to persistent storage and acknowledges completion to the coordinator. Once all processes acknowledge, the checkpoint is complete and the system resumes normal operation. If a failure occurs, any process can restore the entire system state from the saved checkpoint. Coordinated checkpointing offers several key benefits. It guarantees global consistency, meaning the checkpoint represents a valid state where all processes agree. Recovery is simplified because there are no orphan messages to handle. The system can cleanly restart from a single consistent point. It prevents cascading rollbacks where one failure causes others to roll back repeatedly. The mechanism is straightforward to implement and understand. It works well for tightly coupled systems where all processes need to be synchronized. These advantages make it ideal for critical applications requiring high reliability. Additionally, coordinated checkpointing provides predictable recovery behavior since the recovery point is well-defined and consistent. It eliminates the need for complex algorithms to detect consistent states. The approach is deterministic, meaning repeated executions produce the same results. For systems with frequent interprocess communication, coordinated checkpointing prevents message loss and ensures exactly once delivery semantics. It also simplifies the design of distributed algorithms, since developers can rely on atomic checkpoint operations. However, coordinated checkpointing has notable limitations. All processes must pause during checkpointing, creating a blocking overhead that impacts overall system performance. The synchronization required for coordination introduces network latency and overhead. The coordinator becomes a single point of failure. If the coordinator crashes, the entire checkpointing process can halt. Scalability is challenging with large numbers of processes as coordination complexity grows. The blocking period increases with the number of processes, making it unsuitable for highly distributed systems with hundreds or thousands of nodes. Coordinated checkpointing is widely used in scientific computing for long-running simulations that need periodic state saving. Database systems use it for distributed transactions requiring consistent recovery points. Stream processing platforms employ it to achieve exactly once semantics. Machine learning systems use coordinated checkpointing to save model state during distributed training. Online gaming leverages it for multiplayer game state synchronization and recovery. Workflow engines use coordinated checkpointing to enable rollback capabilities for business processes. These applications demonstrate the practical importance of coordinated checkpointing in modern distributed systems. Let's summarize the key points. Coordinated checkpointing ensures globally consistent state through synchronization across all processes. The two-phase protocol guarantees no orphan messages and simplifies recovery procedures. There is a trade-off between consistency and simplicity versus blocking overhead and scalability limitations. Coordinated checkpointing is best suited for tightly coupled systems with moderate scale requirements. Understanding coordinated checkpointing is fundamental to building reliable distributed systems. Thank you for watching this comprehensive introduction to coordinated checkpointing in distributed systems.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.